Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona will earn 10 million euros from their preseason tour to the US. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Memphis Depay, as it have just been reported that Tottenham Hotspur are ready to pay 17 million euros for the Barca striker, and they are in contact with his entourage as it stands. We are also going to be looking at that. Barcelona have landed in the United States of America as they kick off their preparations for the 2022-23 season. Barcelona began their pre-season training earlier this month and even played a friendly encounter against UE Olot, which ended in a 1-1 draw. On Saturday, the Blaugrana flew to the United States, where they will be playing 4 friendly encounters as they ramp up their preparations for a grueling campaign ahead. The good news is that all of Barcelona's new signings, Frank Kessie, Pablo Torre, Christensen, Rafinha, and even Robert Lewandowski, will be involved in the camp, which will help them get used to their new teammates and the tactics and philosophy of Barcelona. On top of that, the Blaugrana will also be standing to gain some financial benefit from that tour. Indeed, Catalonia Radio reports that Barcelona will earn approximately about 10 million euros from that trip to the United States. Why it is not a huge sum, given the club's financial situation, every penny matters as it stands. Furthermore, it is claimed that President Juan Laporta, who has traveled across the Atlantic with the rest of the squad, will be involved in some events during the tour, which will help aid the growth of the Barcelona brand in the country. The Blaugrana will kick things off with a friendly against Inter Miami, which will be followed up by pre-season El Clasico, Accra vs Real Madrid. Barca will then play Juventus before rounding off the tour with a contest against New York Red Bulls. Barcelona have had to travel to the United States without manager Xavi Hernandez, who could not board the flight due to some issues with his passport. Xavi is expected to join the roster on Monday and will be looking forward to a positive experience on the pre-season tour. It is definitely going to be an eventful summer tour for Barcelona in the United States. Yesterday, the squad traveled, but without the manager Xavi because of issues. Of course, Xavi have traveled to Iran 3 times, and according to the United States law, will need permission before entering the United States. So there was normally an issue with the passport because of that. So as it stands, the team are currently in the United States preparing for the preseason, where we'll take on 4 teams: Inter Miami, Real Madrid, Juventus, and New York Red Bulls. So of course, we'll be so excited as the newcomers in Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, Andres Christensen will be there. Frank Kessie will also be there. It's going to be interesting to see how they get used to with Xavi's methods, how they get used to with their new teammates. And, it's going to be a great experience. So, concerning the tour, a report from Catalonia Radio is claiming that Barca are expecting to make up to 10 million euros from that. That's huge money, even though, we know our financial situation is very, very bad. But it all matters. It all counts. It's something that will help in one way or another to facilitate something very, very, very crucial for the club. So let's see how it goes. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Over the past week, Barcelona has been a humdrum of transfer activities. Following the signing of Rafinha, Barca renewed Ousmane Dembele's contract, handing him a 2-year deal. It was followed by the biggest acquisition of all as Barca signed Robert Lewandowski from Bayern in a deal worth a total of 50 million euros. While the arrivals are certain to build up excitement ahead of new season, it also means that Barca will have to make budget cuts in order to register all players successfully. It has led to the club trying to force Frankie de Jong out of the club this summer. Now, the Young's compatriot Memphis Depay could also be offloaded following the transfer activity over the last week. Indeed, Sport reports that even though manager Xavi is happy with Memphis Depay, The number of attacking resources at his disposal means that the 28-year-old will need to be cut from the squad. And as per the report, Depay, who had been happy to continue at the Camp Nou until now, is also pondering his future as he seeks regular game time, which might not be forthcoming in Catalonia. Amidst the uncertainty, Tottenham Hotspur are ready to offer Depay an escape route this summer. The Lily Whites had inquired about the Dutch forward with Barca while they were working on the Clement Lenglet deal. And as per the aforementioned report, Tottenham are in contact with the Dutchman's entourage and have tabled a firm proposal for the former Manchester United attacker. The report states that Tottenham are also willing to shell out a sum of 17 million euros for Depay, which is short of the 20 million euros figure that Barca are looking for in exchange for the Netherlands international. Even though Spurs are ready to splash the cash on Memphis, the report adds that the 28-year-old striker who scored 13 goals last season is not particularly keen on a return to the Premier League. There is interest from clubs in Italy as well, and it remains to be seen what the Dutchman decides. But if he desires a Premier League return, Tottenham are waiting at the front of the queue. Memphis Depay, for the longest time, have been spoken about when it comes to his future at Barcelona. And now that Robert Lewandowski has been signed, there's no way turning back. I can now say this with all certainty that Memphis Depay will leave Barcelona. There is no space. There is no space. The attacking lineup is already choked up. Xavi has successfully gotten what he wanted, right? 2 players per position. We already have Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres on the left wing, Aubameyang and Lewandowski on the center forward, and we have Rafinha and Dembele on right wing. So definitely there's no chance for Depay. I think he must know that, right? And also consider that Barca want to really free up the wage bill. It will not be possible for all those forwards to play for the team next season. So one person must be sacrificed, and Memphis Depay looks to be the scapegoat in that. Unfortunately, it has been for Memphis all this while since coming to Barcelona. It's just unfortunate that he couldn't got what he wanted, like playing time enough this coming season, because there's no way. Because even if he stays, the game time will not come, and I doubt if he'll be happy with that. Tottenham Hotspur have been the most interested party for the longest time for Memphis's services, but the player is reportedly not keen to move there. Antonio Conte's side really want him. Of course, they're even saying that when they were negotiating for Clement Lenglet, Tottenham did ask about Memphis Depay's availability, but nothing was said about that. So as it stands, if he wants to go to the Premier League, Tottenham will definitely be the club where he will be heading to. And I want him to leave, because if he stays, it will not be good for his own career, because the game time will not come. We already have Aubameyang. Xavi have always preferred Aubameyang to Memphis Depay ever since last season. And just imagine with Robert Lewandowski also on the roster. So there's no chance whatsoever. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.